Welcome back. Jammu and Kashmir's Baramulla district is tense after three former Hizbul Mujahideen terrorists were killed in a gun battle with their former terror comrades. These three terrorists were gunned down by suspected Hizbul Mujahideen men after they quit their ranks to join a rival faction. Lashkar-e-Islam, the separatists, are meanwhile on the war path to protest against the killings. Now, the chairman of the All Parties Hurriyat Conference, Sayyid Ali Shah Gilani, has called for a complete and statewide shutdown on the 16th of September. Meanwhile, JKLF chief Yasin Malik and his associates were detained by the police while going to Sopore.
Hello?
Okay, so tension there in Jammu and Kashmir's Baramulla after three former Hizbul Mujahideen terrorists were killed in a gun battle with their former terror comrades. So this situation just might spiral out of control if not taken care of. As you can see, there are tense scenes being played out as a result of that gun battle that happened. Three terrorists were gunned down by suspected Hizbul Mujahideen men after they quit their ranks to join a rival faction, which is the Lashkar-e-Islam. And now Sayyid Ali Shah Gilani has even called for a complete shutdown of the state on the 16th of September. India Today's Gaurav Sawant joins us for more on this. Clearly, Gaurav, the situation seems to be very tense. What can we expect in the next few hours?
Top sources in the intelligence agencies are telling India Today that this is a factional fight between Lashkar-e-Islam and the Hizbul Mujahideen. Something like this had happened in the early 90s, but now there is a new terror group, and this is a message that, according to sources, the Hizbul Mujahideen is sending this message out to Lashkar-e-Islam or those Hizbul Mujahideen cadres who want to join this new terror organization. Now, the absence of protests in J&K and especially in this area of North Kashmir, whether Baramulla or Patan or Sopore, is indicative of the fact that the people are well aware the three bodies, the three youngsters who were tortured and killed was not by the security forces but by Hizbul Mujahideen cadre because they had joined the Lashkar-e-Islam, a rival terror group. They wanted to be more vocal. They wanted to have a bigger fight with the Indian state. And Lashkar-e-Islam is an organization, Avantika, which is seen more as in line with the ISIS and not so much with Hizbul Mujahideen being controlled by Sayyid Salahuddin in Pakistan. So in the times to come, there could be more of these factional fights, and a lot of this is resulting in more information coming the way of the security forces, like in the recent encounter that took place in Rafiabad.
Okay, stay with us. Gaurav Shuja Al-Haq also joins us for more on this. Shuja, so how does, the state administration and the state security forces plan to, curtail the violence that we're seeing, or probably that could follow as a result of the death that has been reported?
Well, that is a big question here, Avantika. How would the state, deal with a situation like this? Since yesterday there has been a lot of tension that has prevailed in the North Kashmir areas. In fact, today we've seen a complete shutdown in most of these areas of around Sopore, and now Bandh calls have been given for tomorrow as well. It really becomes a daunting task for the security forces and the administration to handle when it comes to situation like these. And considering the sensitivities that Kashmir has associated with it, it becomes really difficult to control anything that could be that can lead from one spark to another. But having said that, the case is very intriguing. Here there are no it still seems like a mysterious death in a mysterious circumstances, because so far even the police hasn't very clearly confirmed how did these boys die. They're only telling us that they found that two of them had links with an outfit called Lashkar-e-Islam, and Lashkar-e-Islam was the outfit which had started their reign of terror with regards to the mobile infrastructure and communication in North Kashmir.
Right.
And Hizbul Mujahideen clearly had a rift with them because Sayyid Salahuddin himself had initiated a probe in which they said that Qayyum Najjar, who is the head of Lashkar-e-Islam, had gone against the outfit and thereby was a rogue element. So it looks like a rift between the two. But in this, if the situation goes out of hand, it will be the people of the state of Jammu and Kashmir to be precise, who will at the end of the day have to pay.
Absolutely. Well, Shuja and Gaurav, thank you both for joining us and getting us more perspective and updates on that terror gang walk that has taken place in Sopore, which has resulted in the death of 3 young men.